On the Armours coast, an old nunnery of yore, the winds toot for a windmill never blew through its like before, and the donkeys of thereabouts with their ivy threadbare would rasp their teeth on a wall so full of holes that to find one's way in is a very tall order. Which the way in, which the way out. Still standing with extraordinary poise, alone, embattled like the jawbone of an ancient crone, its punch-drunk roof knocked askew above one ear, gaping at the ravens and the moon, stood the keep. Proud still of having won uponce a time a past steeped in legend, but since nothing more than the retreat of smugglers, truant sweethearts and benighted tramps, stray dogs and defrauders, low tidesmen and old rats. Nowadays the inmate of the one-eyed turret, a lead weight in his wings, was a wild and winged poet, hard hit and fallen there among the antique owls, who appraised him from above. He respected their holes. He, the only paying owl, as his lease declares, for 20 crowns a year, of which a sum to replace a door. For the locals he had not even a passing glance, but as they passed their noses pointed up askance at his dubitable features. The parish priest presumed that he was a leper. And what can I do about it? The Mer kept on. He's probably an English creature. The women folk had known, buzzards have their uses, that he dwelt in concubinage with certain muses. In short, a heretic, a Parisian. From Paris or elsewhere, let your imaginations run. He was invisible, and as his hussies didn't flaunt themselves unduly, gossip let them be. He was simply a lanky dawdler, gaunt and pale, a dilettante hermit blown in by the gale. He had loved too dearly beautiful unhealthy lands, condemned by writ servers and doctors out of hand. He had alighted there, drunk and seeking a vault, to die all alone or to live on by default. Making of an artist more or less, a philosopher loosely speaking, grousing at sunshine and at showers, beyond the pale and out of keeping. He still had left a hammock, a hurdy-gurdy, a dozy spaniel dubbed Faithful fast asleep. No less faithful as sad, and mild to a degree, was another boon companion called Ennui. Dying in his sleep, he came alive in dreamland. His dream was the tide which ebbs down the strand, the tide which flows. He might catch himself waiting as though in a web. Waiting for what? The tide to flow, the tide to ebb. Or the absent woman, who knows? Does he really know himself? To windward of his mound, has he forgotten how quick the dead cover the ground? This outpaced pace setter, this strayed and haunted ghost, is he after his will-o'-the-wisp, his buried but lost? She can't be far away, the one you're trotting for, O heart of St. Hubert, but your brows no flames to draw. Do not appear unearthed, sad out of earth's safe keeping. Play a possum if you can, for she has mourned you, weeping. Could he, though, him, wasn't he a poet, immortal, as the next man, and in his poor old noddle that had taken leave of its senses, he sent still, hexameter, lines toing and froing through the mill. Severe lack of savoir-vivre, he went on surviving, and lack of savoir-mourir, he went on writing. He's a sometime soul of 100 moons, my dear, gone to your poetic heart. The legend is not dead. Jérémie dont je vis, My rhymes are vacant, never fear. An oyster shell that's broken the bones of its bed. Yes, in vain I pinch myself. It's me, final offence, on the way to heaven, for my niche is high from hence. I have wandered, heads or tails, ready to take wing. And would you believe it? I'm still wandering. To you I said au revoir, to life and adieu, to you who mourned me so much, so that I had a hankering to stay and mourn me with you. Now, if faith 'tis all one, I'm simply senile bones a wraith. I was going to say flesh and blood. What's beyond doubt though is this is me. I am here, but crossed out. We were sniffers out of antiques and nose sneezers. Come and see the curio. I can't stomach paste. In my distaste I have such elegant taste. I had let go of life, with my kid gloves. The other can't be had, not even with tweezers. I'll order the dummy a new collar and cuffs. Come back and help me. Your eyes in these eyes, your lips on these lips. Now then, can't you feel the fever's grip? My fever for you? Or has the coal-black rainbow left by our nights together passed under the globe? And that star? Oh no, search no longer for the star. You wish to see upon my brow a spider's spun its cobweb there. Bats are flying in the belfry now. I am a stranger, which is perhaps just as well. Well, not exactly. See if I still ring a bell. Be like doting Thomas, who found his faith anew. I want to see you touch the wound and say, it's you. Come and finish me off. That's a laugh. From your room you'll see my harvest, the golden flowers of the broom. We're in December though. My large pine woods for logs, my heather from my moor, piled high on the fire dogs. Breathe your fill of pure air. Here I've such a steady breeze that the edge of my roof is crimped already. The sun is so mild that it's freezing all the time. Spring? Isn't spring you at 20 and in your prime? There's only you to come now. Already the swallow alights as rusty iron nailed to my folly. And soon we shall be able to gather mushrooms from my staircase, where a stub of candle gilds the gloom. And in the green and mouldering wall there lives a dried periwinkle. Then we'll swim on our backs and glide. Planks of a ship run aground on these shores. Like me, coo-cooing its lullaby for wrecks is the sea. Evening baccarole for the wild ducks flying free. Like Paul et Virginie and virgins, if you please, we'll put ourselves to grass when paradise is lost at hand. Or as Crusoe with Manfredi, that's done with ease. Rain's already turned my kingdom to an island. But if, by my side, you fear solitude's approach, we've friends who, without beating about the bush, poach. Not to mention a sailor blue jacket round the lath, who's wont a century go along the beaten path. No more bailiffs, men. I have moonlight for my coat, and doting Pierrot pals who've always missed the boat. And our nights, lovely nights for the orgy in the tower, nights a la Romeo, even watchmen forget the hour. Nature at the awakening, cutting loose from the briars, shaking out her white sheet, extinguishes my fires. Here, whistlers and hurricanes are my nightingales, as merry as Merlin spikes the sobs of long-eared owls. My weathercock unrusts its yodel, its screeking, and you can hear my Aeolian gate a creaking, like one Saint Anthony heard in his temptation. Oh come, enticing minion of seduction. Hey up, the attic rats are dancing farandoles, the slates are clacking on the roof like castanals, and Dame fancies lunatics. No, I've no more pretty poles. I'd sell my skin and bones back to Satan and roast, if only he would tempt me with a little ghost. You, I see you everywhere, but as sear pale as doves, I adore you. A poor do, adoring what one loves. Appear a poniard in your heart, make no error. It needs must be as in Ines de la Sierra. There's a knock. Someone's come. Oh dear. Yes, it's a rat. I daydream, and it's always you, like an elfish sprite. On everything, the memories of you alight. My solitude, you. My owls with their golden eyes, you. My mad weathercock, oh you. And more besides, you. My shutters opening their arms to the storm. A distant voice, your song. Tune up, Rebecca, and Schwam. The squalls lathering your lost name. It's cockeyed, it's foolish, but it's you. My heart, open wide and blown, like my shutters, any old how, is beating distractedly now. The oddest draughts make moan. Look there, a shadow projected an instant falls and traces your profile on the naked wall, so I have turned my head. Hope of remembrance thrumming, Sister Anne in the tower, can't you see her coming? No, I can see, in my chamber cold and narrow, my bed quilted with satin like any wheelbarrow, and my dog sleeping on it, the poor animal, and I laugh because it hurts me a little. I have taken down my hurdy-gurdy and my lyre to call you up, and its own expense, the moon calf. My heart is frivolous. If my lines have made you laugh, come and cry. Come and laugh if they have made you cry. It will be fun. Let's play at pocket with a hole. True to life, love in a cottage, love on the dole. It's raining in my hearth, and what was once my heart. Come, my candle is out, and I haven't got a spark. His lamp was dying down. He opened the window. The sun was rising. He looked his letter over, laughed, and tore it up. The pieces of paper, white and small in the morning mist, resembled gulls in flight.